try to hold on to this world with everything I have, but I feel the weight of what it brings and the hurt that tries to grab, the many trials that seem to never end. This word declares this truth that we will enter in.
Hello everyone. Hello. Did you enjoy the music?
Yes.
Okay. This song seems like a regular song for you guys, but for me, it's not. I am here today because of this song. I am standing here today because of this song. And the writer of this song is Jeremy. Who is Jeremy Camp? Jeremy Camp was born in January 12, 1978 in Lafayette, Indiana. He has the same birthday as my mom. He was raised by his father, who was a pastor of the Town Harvest Chapel Church. At a young age, his father taught him how to play guitar. After his high school diploma, he attended Bible College in Southern California, where he studied theology. After his associate, he developed his passion for music, but not any kind of music, Christian music. He wanted to serve Lord, he wanted to serve Jesus. One day he was playing the guitar in the hall of the school, and the leader of the school found him like he had a talent, and they get him involved in the school music program. In 2000, he recorded his first song named Burden. At that same year, he met a young lady named Melissa. They fall in love. They have a good relationship. A couple months later, they get married. After the honeymoon, Melissa found that she had ovarian cancer. She had the surgery and she recovered pretty much from that.
Breathe. Just breathe. A deep breath. You're doing beautifully. Play better.
After the honeymoon, the cancer returned back, and they couldn't do anything for her. She had just a couple of weeks to live. She passed away at the age of 21. It was very difficult for Jeremy to overcome the death of his wife. He was only 23 years old. How can a young boy who serves Lord, who prays God, gonna lose his wife? He can't overcome the loss of his wife. He was depressed. He was stressed out. He was asking too many questions. Why? Why me? But it didn't stop her to praise God. He kept praising his God, worshiping his God, and he started singing. And singing helped him overcome his pain. Let him forget that even though he lost his wife, he's still there she's still there. Today, Jeremy has overcome his depression. What is depression? Depression is a common serious medical illness that negatively affects how we feel, the way we think, and the way we act. It causes feeling of sadness, feeling of loss of interest in activity you enjoy to do. Also, what is ovary cancer? According to National Medical Institute, ovarian cancer accounts for approximately 3% of all cancer in women, and is the 5th leading cause of related to death among women. What is the risk factor? The risk factor include family history, genital mutation, use of some fertility drugs, obesity, too tall. Okay. In 2010, he was nominated for the 3 American Music Award, and the best female. Now, Jeremy is happy. He has another wife named Adrienne, and they have 3 children together. I am not here to sing. I'm not a singer, but I'm related to Jeremy Khan. I am born as a Christian kid. My parents were very, very Christian. And my whole life, I went to a Christian school, Catholic school. And I praise God. I worship Him. And I never knew, even though if you praise God, you can lose your loved one. I never thought that, And in 2012, I left my country in 2007, and I didn't return back. I didn't went back to see my parents. I was here, struggling to overcome, to get a better life. And in 2012, I paid my flight ticket to go back and visit them and to show them I have children. They don't know my children. I just want to bring my children and they're going to know them. And I paid my ticket. 2 weeks before I left here to go to my country, I get a phone call. My sister called me, Justine, I just want to tell you something, but I want you to be strong. Mama is not here no more. And I asked her, what? Because I call every single day, and she never told me she was suffering of something. She never told me she has cancer. She was afraid maybe I can I could quit myself, I could do something for myself. And she passed away 2 weeks before I 2 weeks before I lived here. I left here to go to Africa. That day was I want the world to collapse in me. I want to kill myself. I jumped, I cried, I yelled. I called God, why you did that to me? Why me? My mom, she didn't see my children. She didn't see me for 5 years. Why you did that to me? You know, I serve you. I praise you. Why you did that to my mom? I was depressed. For those past 2 weeks before I left here, I was depressed. I'm going to emergency for every single day. And they put me on pill to ease my depression. When I left here to go back to Africa, I was very, very sick. I got a flu back to come here because my sister was scared I could die. When I came back here, I was very sick again, and I decided to make end of my life, to make end of myself. I want to kill myself. I want to drink like a bleach to kill myself because I feel like I didn't do more for my mom. I didn't tell her how much I love her. I didn't tell her how much she's so precious to me. And my only option was to kill myself. And that day, one of my friends called me from New York, and she told me, do you listen to Christian music? I said, yes. And she said, do you know K-Love? I said, no. She said, open that and you're going to hear some music, good music. And that same day, I planned everything to kill myself. And I opened the radio. I was in the bathroom. I have a small radio in my bathroom. And I opened the radio, and that Jeremy Khan, his song. He was singing. And he was telling people, I know your pain. I know what you're going through right now. I know you have pain in your heart, but you can overcome that. Because God knows your plan. God knows everything. And I dropped the bleach, and I got it on my foot. And I stopped crying. I start crying again. I said, God, save me. Save my life. I don't want to do anything to myself. I don't want to leave my children to nobody. I don't want to kill myself. I want to be here. I just heal me. I don't want to take any pill. I want to be strong. I know I didn't do that much for her, but she knows I love her. Yes, I'm here today because of Jeremy. Since 2012, I am stronger than nobody. I am really strong. I know you can overcome your pain. I know. Maybe some people never lost their parent, never loved their loved one. That is really painful. As you hear my story and Jeremy, losing someone is the most difficult thing in the world, no matter your belief. But keep it strong and remember that Jesus promised in the book of the Revelation that one day there will be no more pain, no more death, no more crying. Meaning that God has planned to put an end to murder, cancer, tragedy, accident, loneliness, sadness, depression. Thank you everyone to listen to me.